Hi students, welcome to the session on Faraday's law. Right. So before you go through this video, please refer my video on Introduction to Faraday's law. This is a continuation of that. So if you don't know that, you will not understand most of the concepts. So I kindly request you to refer my video on Introduction to Faraday's law. Right. So there we already know that induced EMF is by n d phi m by right, d phi vemf is equal to minus d phi m by dt, clear. And also we know we derived del cross E dot ds is equal to minus d by dt b dot ds. Up to this we have done already, right? So and we learned that that EMF will be induced by time varying flux. That time varying flux can be generated in three ways. The first way is what you call, you keep your circuit stationary and vary your magnetic field. So change your magnetic field with respect to time, keep circuit stationary. This is the first way time varying flux can be generated. If you generate time varying flux like this and it will result in EMF induced, then that EMF is known as transformer EMF. This we studied already in our introduction. Now we go and analyze in depth and derive the Faraday's law equation. Right. So here you see, now what is the condition we are going to use? We are going to change flux with respect to time, but circuit will be stationary. So here you see it is a surface area, that is circuit area, that must be kept static, whereas B should be changed with respect to time. So out of these two parameters, only one is varying with respect to time. So I can bring this differentiation inside and make it partial differentiation because only B is going to vary. So the equation becomes surface integral S. This is also del cross E dot ds is equal to minus dou b by dou t dot ds. Right? This is yes. This is also a surface integral. Why it has become partial? Because only b is going to vary, ds is static, area is static. So now you see left hand side, right hand side, both are integration, surface integral. So I can relate this into this. So del cross E is equal to minus dou b by dou t. This is a point form of Faraday's law. Right? This is very important equation. Why it is important equation? Let us see the important aspects of this equation. And first, before that, we derive integral form. Okay. So del cross E is equal to minus dou b by dou t. Right? And we know that. Okay. This is what you see. Another one equation. We have seen that. Before that, we have seen del cross E dot ds can be written as what you call E closed integral E dot dl, that is equal to minus dou b by dou t dot ds. Right? This is what known as integral form of Faraday's law. Integral form of Faraday's law. Right? So how I derived this? You see, here we have done this. We know as per Stokes theorem, del cross E ds is equal to closed integral E dot dl. Right? This is what Stokes theorem. This we have studied already in the introduction session. So E dot dl. So here I am going to vary only b. So d by dt will become dou b by dt. Clear? So in this way, closed integral E dot dl becomes minus dou by dou t bds. So these two equations are known as Faraday's law. This is point form or differential form. Why it is known as point form? Because it involves del operator, which talks about every point, because del is dou by dou x, ax dou by dou y, ay. So it is talking about a change in any quantity at particular point, del. So it's a point form. It involves differentiation. So it is called a differential form. Okay, so this is the point form, this is the integral form. Now let us understand why these equations are very important. Whatever I told in the important introduction session will be discussed here, right? First thing we are understanding from this is, you see, when change in magnetic field with respect to time creates change in electric field. Del is a change, dou by dou x. So del is change in field. So what is the thing? For the first time we are going to relate B and E, right? So equation, let us see, let us assume it is equation A. From A we know that change in, or see, time varying magnetic field. It is magnetic field varying with respect to time will create, you see, del is a spatial operator, spatially varying E, electric field. Spatially varying electric field. That means what? Simply, if magnetic field is changed, it will produce a change in electric field. Changing B, simple terms, changing B will induce change in electric field, right? So how that field will change? It will create rotating electric field. Del cross is a Karloff electric field, right? So what is the thing? Third thing is, time varying magnetic field will create rotating electric field. We have already known one thing. What is the thing is, electric field will not rotate, electric field will diverge. We know that del cross E is equal to 0 and electric field will be diverge only. But here del cross E is not equal to 0. Here it is minus dou B. Okay, sorry, it's problem. Minus dou B by dou T. What is this? You see the beauty of the equation. When magnetic field will not change, what happens to del cross E? 0. Del cross E is 0 if magnetic field is static. So only changing magnetic field can induce a rotating electric field. Otherwise, or time varying magnetic field. Time varying magnetic field only will induce what you call change in electric field. Simply static magnetic field will not induce. That's what we have put the condition. What is the condition we have kept? Magnetic field is varying and the circuit is kept stationary. At that time only it is possible. Otherwise, del cross E is equal to 0 only, as we studied in our electrostatics. Clear? So this field will rotate, right? This is very important. So we know that if del cross E is equal to 0, fourth condition, del cross E 0 means this implies electric field is conservative. This we studied in our electrostatics. But now del cross E is not 0. Now del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T. This implies it is a time varying electric field. So time varying electric field is not conservative. That is very important. It is static. We studied it is a static. So I told you for the first time we are bringing the parameter called time. First 2-3 units we didn't use the word time. For the first time we are using the word time. Time varying electric field is not conservative, whereas static electric field is conservative. That is very important, right? So here work done to move a charge is 0. Here the work done in moving a charge, work done to move a charge around a closed loop is 0. Here work done in moving a charge around a closed path is due to magnetic field. That is very important. So what is the meaning of del cross E 0? We have already studied, anyway write it. Del cross E 0 indicates work done to move a charge is 0. Here minus dou B by dou T indicates, right, work done move a charge around closed loop. That is very important. Around closed loop is 0. Here work done to move a charge around a closed loop is due to time varying magnetic field. That's the difference. Time varying magnetic field B. Right? So that is another important point we are learning from this equation. Right? So that is very, very, very important. Right? So if see, we know that del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T. Right? From this, what we are understanding, if B is static, what happens? Del cross E is 0. Right? That is the first one we have to know. Right? So if B is static, dou B by dou T is equal to 0. This implies, as per the B, equation number B, E dot dl is also 0, because when B is static, dou B by dou T is 0, so it will be indicating E dot dl 0. Fine. So what happens? Closed integral E dot dl is also 0. Right? Here you see what is del cross E. Del cross E is curl of E. Curl of E means rotation of E. Rotation of E is equal to 0. Here also you see what is E dot dl closed. The electric field is a line integral, which is line or path which is closed. That means this is a electric field. What is that? This is also rotation of E only. This is in one language, this is in another language. This language is called differentiation, this language is called integration. E dot dl. dl is a path that is closed. Closed means it will become a loop or circle. That means electric field is closed. So electric field is closed. Closed electric field will give 0. That is rotation of electric field is 0. So both the equations are telling the same thing. Right? Now the question arises. You see, again we go here. So what is the thing? Rotational electric field or spatially varying electric field is generated by time varying magnetic field. Here also E dot dl is nothing but rotating electric field only. Just now I explained. It is also generated by magnetic field at individual point added together. That's what integration. Clear? You see that since both are explaining the same thing, then why do we need two forms? You are telling both del cross E 0, closed integral E dot dl 0, or del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T, closed integral E dot dl is equal to minus integral dB by dt dou S. Everything is talking about same thing, means why I need two forms? That's the next question, right? So what is the thing? This is, if both are same, del cross E 0 and E dot dl 0 means why I need two forms? Why I need differential form and integral form? Right? Both differential form, I mean all the Maxwell's equation are in Gauss law, in Ampere circuit law. For all the laws we have both differential form and integral form. Why do we need both the forms even though both are telling the same thing? Because the differentiation is not possible at corners, at area of discontinuity. If you want to find what is electric field and magnetic field, at that point we cannot use the differential form of Ampere circuit law or differential form of Faraday's law. Fails. There we have to go for integral form only. That's why we are having two forms for every laws in electromagnetics, right? So that's all about the Faraday's law. I hope you understand everything clearly. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. Thank you.